And he's burning the barn down. He is doing that. Folks, in the first game of Super Mario, we give you your score. Whatever you come up with, we give it flat to you. Boom, right there. You make 32,000, you get 32,000. In game number 2, you get 6,200 points just for finishing the course, and one of the bonus points for 10 should come out in the 90s. 99,940. Very good. Just under 100,000 points. Ooh, nice thing. All right. He's very intense. That's concentration, I'm telling you. All right. Game number 3. Here's the good point. Here's the good part. The good news. We're going to give you your score times 10. Wow, check it out here. Jason is ready for a Tetris. Let's see if they give it to him or not. He's stacked up at least 4 high all the way across. He's left the channel here. Tetris is completing 4 lines simultaneously with one piece. You're going to see it any moment now. Look at his preview box where it says next. That's where we find out what kind of piece they're going to put. Ooh, uh-oh. They're going to make him sweat. Yeah, keep that out of the way. Just in the nick of time, blam! Very nice to give you 1,211 points to them. Ooh, good game here, Jason. Now let's see if you're going to give Jeremy anything to work with this time. Last time they were a little bit stingy on what they gave him. All right, he's not quite ready for that, I don't think. So let me see. He's going to go for the triple, I think. But ooh, watch out up there on top, Jason. Look out, buddy. Oh, just get it out of the way somehow. There you go. Oh man, they pulled this on Jeremy last time, I think, and now they're gonna to Jason. Well, hey, that's what happens when you play hardball. Let's go one.
Came from here to a country that I came from and live here. Now, 2/3 of them are here, and 1/3 of which are not. So now tonight, as all 3 of us, including the 2/3 that weren't before, are here, I have the greatest pleasure in giving you one of the finest acts to come out of this dressing room this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, Sparks. Who was that masked man?
Count this one down. 2 sets of 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello. Oh, I like this. This is very good. Yes, yes, very good. Now, watch this. That group, they've got a goat. That one's got to go too. Those 2 over there, they've got to go.
Aerosmith has been at the cutting edge of rock and roll since their inception in the 1970s. They've been at the cutting edge of rock video since music video's inception in the 80s. Now, with Revolution X, free music by modem, VidGrid, and virtual guitar, Aerosmith is at the cutting edge of cyberspace and interactive gaming in the 90s. Aerosmith is currently on an extended international tour and can't be here tonight.
To be there or not to be there? What is the question? In cyberspace, we're all here. Here and where and when don't matter. Because as you know, Aerosmith is the band that said, we're all here, because we're not all there tonight. Hi, I'm Tom Hamilton from Aerosmith, and on behalf of the whole band, I'd like to say congratulations to Cybermania 1994, the first annual Interactive Gamers Awards. Yes!
Hey everybody. Alright, you guys are gonna have to let me know something. I've tweaked my audio settings, which is to say turned off all the bullshit. Used to have a little gain dumped on it, but I think that made me sound a little too shouty. So let me know how the audio mix is. Hopefully it's a little more pleasant, a little more crisp. Sounds good? Okay, cool. Yeah, I fiddled with gain on the mic, some of the sidechain compression, so I hope when I'm not talking that the game sounds present and enjoyable, and then when I'm talking, the game is still there, but I'm here as well. I actually just bought a mic arm too, because the mic's actually it's actually about as far away from me to the webcam, and that's pretty far for this mic, so I did it. Your boy's becoming a real streamer. I bought a $10 mic arm off Amazon, so I'm thinking I can just have that like here, and then you might get some real succulent, and that's S-U-C-C, succulent voice. Does the game audio still fade out when you talk? Yes, it should be. I haven't been looking at... haven't been looking at the mixers, but let me know what you think. Yeah, Durf. The high end is what I thought was odd. See, all I did was boost the gain. Like, I just dropped gain on it, and for some reason the high end just got murdered. So maybe it's just some stuff with how OBS boosts audio. I don't know. What's up, Mandre? Hola.
187 at 5810 Murata Avenue. Homicide wants you over there.
LA Noire never disappoints.
The coroner thinks the broad was
bit less dramatic.
Using the army morphine.
Dramatic is a good word for it, yeah.
Anything, Roy. Just get over there.
I wonder if you know, I wonder if that's just what people react to, you know? I don't know. Maybe the dramatic does work on Twitch. Maybe that's what I need to do. Sounds a lot better. That's what I was hoping.
That getup of yours anyway. I should start introducing us as Detective Earl, and this is my science teacher, Mr. Phelps.
Dude.
Your interest in my appearance is starting to get me worried.
It's called a vest.
Like it or not, we're a dysfunctional couple now. People judge me with you on my arm same way they would a fat broad with a 5 o'clock shadow.
I really hope you're joking, Roy.
Has someone made a supercut of, like, the walk to the car dialogue at the beginning of every mission? It's so, like...
Did your parents ever...
It's some real buddy cop shit. That's, like, some free-based buddy cop. Thanks, Chicken. How do you get people to resub if you don't blow out your viewers' headphones screaming, "Thank you"? Oh, yeah. Or bellowing, "Let's go" at the top of my, lungs whenever anything remotely happens in a game. Getting in a car, let's go! It's time to solve some mysteries, let's go, let's go! Yo! Oh.
We recovered the morphine.
Some of it might be unaccounted for, so what? That's life. We did our job.
Closing one case opens another.
Do you have any idea what is really going on while we're wasting our time following this stuff?
Are you going to tell me?
The deals being done right now will change the face of LA forever.
Some Chinatown stuff.
Our time on some hump.
Someone's little girl.
Visit the morgue at the end of the month when the John and Jane Does are cremated. Their percentages. The odds for and against lightning strike.
Christ, Roy. It's a bag of mayonnaise. Yeah, Otter, that is a very good description of Phelps. He's it's weird because there are moments, and you can count them on one hand, where Phelps is like just a giant dork, and they're very endearing, but they're very rare, and it makes you wonder, like, someone like Phelps, what kind of person would he be if he didn't live through World War II in the 50s? Or World War II. If he didn't live in the 40s and 50s, having gone through World War II. I was finally able to say it. Little Willy Dilly Philly! Let's go! Thanks for subbing, man. Let me play a song for you. That's what I do. Roy is that guy? Yeah, kinda. What the fuck does it all matter, man? I'm edgy because I understand that things die. I had my phase like that, so it strikes a little close to home, to be honest. Nihilism is the one truth, man!
Carbon 6.
Yeah, Kala, fuck Roy. I actually don't know why we are meant to fuck Roy yet, aside from him just being a general shitbag. People in chat have alluded that it gets worse, and I believe that. I believe that 100%. Kids dropping the hard thoughts. There is no ethical gaming under capitalism. Shit. You ever play Sunset Overdrive on stream? You know, I love that game. I have not played it on PC. Might be worth just jumping in, seeing how it runs, seeing how it plays, see where the feeling takes me. Maybe I'll end up liking it and playing through it again. I always intended to ace all the achievements on Xbox and never quite got around to it. There was one that was like, you had to blow up the blimp like 20 times, and that shit sucks. Because you can only hit it, like, it seemed to me, and maybe I should have done more research, but it seemed to me like you could only hit it from one location. And also it roamed the city, so it was only, you could only actually hit it like once every 20 minutes, and you had to do them a lot. So anyway, thanks for the sub. I'm gonna play some deliciously licensed content for you. Why doesn't my scroll wheel work in Twitch chat anymore? Fucking man. I finally got Franker Face C working. Because for some reason it was only it was only using Better TV. Anyway, whole long thing. Basically had to clear all cookies and log out of everything and start fresh. But Lil Willy Dilly. I'm just gonna leave it there because I like the cadence of that. Here's a song for you. I hope you enjoy it. Good shit. If I don't mind saying so myself. What are you going to talk about on Gaming Weekly tomorrow? Austin, funny you bring that up. So we're going to do something a little different on Gaming Weekly tomorrow. I pulled some Warner strings, flexed the old corporate web, and got me and James an invite to the Mortal Kombat reveal event. So what I'm going to try to do is stream from the event on my phone. We're going to film the episode there. So it's going to be a whole like Mortal Kombat preview interview thing. I should announce this because I think it's pretty cool. Why haven't I said this out loud yet? Anyway, yeah, I should make a Reddit thread. Sorry, I've been distracted. Say hi to Cody Rhodes. I'll try. I'll just shout at him. I'll throw roses. But yeah, James and I will like. I need to ask when I get there, but what I'm hoping is we can just live stream leading up to it because it starts at 11. Bari, yeah, I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan, so that's one of the big reasons. I've given myself permission to ask for things this year, if that's a self-care thing. So for me, I was like, fuck it, I'll go to Mortal Kombat, and also I can make content out of it. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna stream leading up to it because the reveal is at 11. So I'm thinking if the connection's good and people seem into it, I'll just stream like reaction. So we'll be sitting in the audience. I'll just have the phone like crotch cam. You can live stream entire event. Well, okay. Well, I think I'll still do that. I've never really done reaction cams, reaction stuff before. I feel like it'd be interesting to do it live. I think people... I've seen that happen before, so it's not like it's a new idea, but it's new for Funhouse at least. I think it's neat. And I'm a dork for Mortal Kombat, so it'll be fun to just be a geek for a little bit. Let's go to sleep, Salia. Come on. God damn it. Love your streams, so thank you. Usadia, you told me how to pronounce this last time. Usadia. I think that's it. So, yeah, we're a reaction channel now. Once we get all that reaction money, that's it. That is it, baby. So, that's the plan. We're going to play it and record it. Phillips looks like he was, like, slouching a little bit there. Favorite MK character? I was like Kenshi, but I feel like that's obvious. Like, that's such a Lawrence pick, right? Striker was always goofy fun. In 9, really, I remember, like, wait, he was in 9, right? Yeah, he was in 9. I like Cassie Cage a lot from X.
Bukowski, you made Homicide.
That I did. Good to see you, Phelps.
You two want to hug?
I like Shujinko just because of that mode. Like, the Conquest mode in, what was it? The one before Annihilation.
26
that was so good.
Fashion model.
Oh, no.
Found in the tub by the cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynoldson. She called it in.
We heard Carruthers thinks...
Carruthers likes to make work for people.
I miss Rusty.
Overdose of sleeping pills. Falls asleep in the tub. Rest in peace. Case closed.
Here, here.
Oy.
Mal is 100% that it's murder.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Sure. Go right ahead.
Ugh. So this one's gonna get pretty bad, huh? Is this a TOS episode of LA Noire? Is there not an inscription? Okay.
Looks like barbiturates.
It's uphill. Oh, hey Zanny. Oh, it has been a while. Hey, what's up? Man, speaking of Zanny bars, we got pills on the floor.
Quality English smoking jacket. I don't know anyone under 45 who would wear one.
Man. Imagine wearing a smoking jacket now, the year of our Lord 2019. Oh, Patchwork Man, thank you for dropping a sub. Hold on a minute.
Barbiturates.
More pills.
What else is rattling around in this thing? We should speak to her doctor. Prescribing both drugs would make her life a roller coaster.
Stone Man. Come together with your stone. Actually, because you... Whoops, I hit the wrong button. Because you subbed, I'm going to play a song. Let's see what my time to spoon man is. That's not so bad. Man, the glories of technology, huh? I have so many thoughts hearing that now. Part of me is like, they don't make music like this anymore, which usually implies the music now, or that music is better. That's not where my head went. It was more like, they don't make this anymore, which makes me wonder if anyone who doesn't know what it is would be interested in it. And then I thought, gosh, listening to music today, like the track I played just before this, that track feels simple. Like, it sounds simple. There's so much frequency that's not filled. It's not a wall of audio. And I think if I listened to that now and hadn't listened to it before and had been like reared on 2010s pop music, I would think it felt empty, or it sounded empty. Like there's just too much air, too much emptiness in the sound. Listen to Cake for an Hour today, got the same vibe. Yeah, it doesn't make it bad, because I listened to a lot of 60s rock when I was growing up a million years ago. And I had a similar sense. Like, this just sounds muted, far away, and small. But then again, that was during the War of Loudness, which is a whole thing in production. Captain Taco, thank you for the Prime sub. Want to listen to a wall of audio? Listen to the new Daughters album. Not familiar with Daughters. What kind of music is that? I do like wall of audio music. I like music that, like, makes me work to hear everything. If that makes any sense. Imagine how many pieces of music is lost inside old records? You mean just in that they don't, nobody will listen to them anymore? Or that, like, studio sound from older production studios is awesome. Because there was a lot of very open mics that just caught studio chatter, people moving stuff around, drinking, coughing, breathing. It's pretty cool. And it, like, producers had no way to take it out. Oh, Sean Bots, thanks for the Prime sub. And Patchwork Man, thanks for gifting. Appreciate it. All right, time to get banned.
We've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, water would have entered her lungs. The water is violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning.
Notice a bite mark?
May I took a look?
Be my guest.
Analog recording was great for its time. Black metal bands, you could hear
Take a
lawnmowers going in the background. That's awesome. That's one of those things that I feel like, intended or not, adds character. It becomes part of the music. Yeah. On both sides.
Very unusual ring.
Could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire.
On the wedding hand? Is that what those burns? Yeah.
Bruising on the forearms and these...
It's like a bite.
Look like bite marks.
Yeah.
Very good. The eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down and another held her arm and injected her. They put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
It spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the syrettes. It would make my theory.
And morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought syrettes and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
Yeah. Funhouse signed into glass screening? I don't know.
Miss Julie was...
No, we're done there.
A girl like that?
I don't want to check her towel. That doesn't feel right.
No good to me.
You don't know how Clue works?
I don't know.
Man, I'm trying to remember. I know that I played Clue legitimately in the past. But yeah, I'm trying to remember the specific rules. It's like you make guesses or something, and you try to logically rule things out until you accuse. And then, yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, now that you mention it. I don't think I know either. CJM, yeah, I don't have a... I consider this a very minimum stream, and I've kept it that way. So yeah, don't have a bot with a bunch of stuff going on. I might add some stuff. People tend to use the uptime command quite a bit, so I might as well enable that. Huh? What you dingling? There's nothing going on here. Hey, Jerry.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Nice to see ya. And any upcoming Bored as Hell episodes?
Maybe.
I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Hello, first day of winter.
Doesn't look like anything.
Still winter, which is pretty cool. And rainy, which is nice. It's been a good change of pace. I'm just obligatorily looking at all the dingles. I should talk to this lady. It's a game of deduction, yeah. Age 24, finally got a gaming PC, and my eyes have been open to the wonders of technology. Having a ton of fun with Destiny. Anything you'd recommend? Do you just want shooters? And also, do you want something current, or do you want like an education on some classic PC games?
I'm here to try and help Julia. Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldson, I'm just so shocked. I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? Who else is there? I don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact. Was Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
Oh, you shifty eyeing already. Come on. So I don't think I have... Was she upset? Do I have anything to prove she was upset? Shitloads of pills. Let's see what happens.
What are you hiding here, Mrs. Reynoldson? Julia was obviously disturbed about something.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
None of this proves she was upset about anything. Aside from... Nah, I'll just doubt. I'll doubt.
Nothing personal. I'm just doing my job. You understand that?
This seems like a real doubt situation.
Would she have killed herself for a man?
Miss Julie would never
It's
have
not,
killed
though.
herself.
It wasn't.
She was a very determined young lady.
That's not what it was.
One of those people who shake the tree for all it's worth.
Damn it. Ah, good stuff.
Did Miss Randall have many friends visit?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
Pills?
Why are you lying to me, Mrs. Reynoldson? Julia had men stay here.
I will not speak ill of the dead. You can't prove that.
Smoking jacket. Wow, that didn't seem like a lie line, but I'll take it.
Who owns the smoking jacket?
I wouldn't like to tell tales, you understand. That's Mr. Henderson's. An older man, very distinguished looking.
Did you ever play Sly? I did. I loved that game, Mac.
Where would we find him?
I'm sorry.
Was it
I don't know. He said
Steel Lancer Arena International? I'm trying to remember what that stands for. But yeah, no, I love that game. It's weird. I think about that game a bit. It was one of those, like... I don't understand why nobody else played it. I got really lucky. I had a friend that learned about it. But yeah, to me, I always thought, like, how come that game is not remembered like Katamari is? And how come it didn't become a thing? Because that setup was so good. Oh, EDF 5? Yeah, Earth Defense Force is actually kind of similar to Sly. It was the same, like, action RPG sort of setup. Except, it was so cool. In Sly, you were, like, playing... So, it was kind of like Mech Warrior. You had a fighty robot. And the game was...
stand around here all day waiting for you.
You need to be quiet. The game was you logging into a video game in the future, except in that video game you were remote controlling a like battle robot. And you would like do these fights and tournaments and you'd win money and you'd upgrade your robot and enter better tournaments. And there was also a like message board with like fake discussions about parts and manufacturers and other pilots that were so cool and stuff like this. It was so cool. I love like games that have fake conversations like that. Like Persona 5 has elements of that, which I've always liked. So yeah, that game was super cool. Mostly because like, and this is a generalization, but I'm comfortable saying it. Japanese games have the coolest UI. Like just like fucking windows that blink and like twirl and sparkles that fly off and like menus that just look cool as hell. Persona, again, I think a good example of this. Japanese rhythm games always had really cool UI. Just a lot of style was invested in menuing. So when you had a game where half the game was being in menus, it was pretty cool because they put a lot of effort into making that part cool too.
Water? I need to do something.
Spider-Man have fake Twitter. Yeah, that stuff is cute. I tend to find it more charming when a game is like, yeah, recreating the internet.
What was it like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
Got the email you're waiting for? All right, Patchwork. Hopefully it's good news. Wait, what was it? Perfectly fine. See, this could be a pills thing. Like, no, it wasn't. She was all bashed up on pills. This is a different expression, though. Maybe this is a doubt, but I'll drop a lie on it and see what happens.
You're hiding something, Mrs. Reynoldson. There's something about Julia's past that you don't want to tell me.
And how do you come to that conclusion, young man? What makes you think I know anything about her past?
God. The way her face was mapped onto that model, it made her look like she was deflating. Yeah, I don't know. What was it? Makes you think I know anything about her past. I really don't have anything like that. A pill? Or the ring? Nah.
Looks like I was mistaken.
This has got to be a doubt. It's got to be. Blam.
Mrs. Reynoldson, it seems like there's something you want to tell me.
She was very high-strung. Lovely one moment and screaming at you the next. She wanted it all, and she wanted
Cooper.
it damn quick.
Thanks for the reset, man.
Of course, being so beautiful.
What game are you talking about? That sounds 100% my jam. It was called SLAI. S-L-A-I. It was an acronym. It's for PlayStation 2. I have no idea if it's even findable now.
One of the other detectives will take your statement. And then...
I actually have a... I've got a setup where I can play PlayStation 2 games. I might... Man, now that I've been reminded of that, I might dig my hardware out and get it working. I've never played Sly Cooper either, actually, Bella.
This is all top end of town stuff. Gives us somewhere to look.
I need to. I've had people whose opinion I trust very earnestly recommend that I play those games. Although I hear Ford was a bit of a disappointment.
It's been a modeling assignment.
No. Oh. The scene?
It's a place to start.
Working for your company. Huh. Why would she write that on the back of her own photo that's framed in her apartment?
Beautiful girl. Clothes certainly aren't from the Sears catalog.
Got a fat PS3 from a friend with backwards compatible, but PS1 and 2 games on it are very blurry. I think it has. There are filtering options you can turn off. I think. I don't know where they are though. Do you like American history? Not. I gotta be honest, not really. I think some eras of it are really fascinating, but man, a lot of the colonial stuff is just pretty raunchy in terms of just like racism and shit, and the entire near destruction of an entire species and also an entire race of animals. And I don't know. A lot of America is dudes stamping out the country like one slab at a time, and whatever you can. It's just not fun to think about.
Stefan, Rusty, we'll take a look around.
But there are good eras where great things happen.
You get some guys to run down the jacket.
So, it's tough to think about the past, I think.
You think
I'm glad I'm here now.
Called it right? He rarely gets it wrong.
I don't know. I'm with Galloway. I've met enough girls in my time who can't handle their dope.
Manifest Destiny? Yeah, how about that? Man, how about you tell yourself it's okay to take what you want because you told yourself God said it was alright. Because you're supposed to. That's kind of what I'm like. Nah. I'd like Space Race. Like, okay, something amazing happened because people set their minds to it and worked together and accomplished a first for mankind. I can hold that one near and dear, but some of the other stuff. Oh man, I'm missing some hard talk. Well, oh, shit just got real. Yeah, a little bit. It's mostly just somebody asking about American history. Should address. Wait, that's where I am right now. Yeah, I'll go to the dock. Let's go there. From England and interested in history, but I know the name of every British monarch. Nice. I think that's somebody had mentioned that too. American history is actually pretty short.
Brought a tear to my eye.
They're good police.
How would you know? You got promoted so fast you barely had time to learn their names. Let me fill you in. Bukowski's a pushover. Galloway's a drunk.
You could learn a thing or two from both of them.
Please. They couldn't work a vice case if their life depended on it.
I don't see why they'd be any better or worse at it than me.
I noticed you said better. Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of your trademark, don't you think?
Why do you always twist everything? Galloway's got nothing to prove. He's been on homicide for years.
And he's welcome to it. You're a terrier, Phelps, and that's what I need. Not some old bulldog who can't get up a flight of stairs without coughing up his lunch.
In the vicinity of 211 in progress at 30.
You are an asshole. Put the brakes and throw his bitch ass out. Yeah, man, he's laying it on thick today. Or he's in a bad mood. Hey, robot, thanks for the Prime sub. You don't want Roy when he's sober. Finish the whole EDF5 full play today. Can we get more EDF5? Yeah. Austin, I already put it on the calendar. No, the views are actually doing really well on that. Really well. Shockingly well. So, I hope that it can stay fresh. Which is to say, I hope the game gives us new guns and stuff at a good pace. Because otherwise it's just going to be us, you know, slamming our heads into ants. Which I'm okay with, man. Hell, if I get to play through that entire game on work hours, it'll be a blessed, blessed day. What? American history and European history at the same time. Like European history a lot, but there's a lot of content. Yeah. I think that's part of it, like... There's just so much more to European history. More world-changing moments. More time to appreciate how cause and effect ripples. American history is just, it's so fast and condensed in comparison that I think you get kind of a skewed sense of the narrative of it. Me having fun while everyone else struggles? Yeah, people say they have fun. I like hard games though, so that's kind of me. I don't know, sometimes I should, sometimes it is, I think, a trade-off between what is fun for me and what is fun for everybody else. But luckily, I think that game is fine. Also, kind of like I mentioned with a trickle of guns, I put it on hard so we would get better stuff quicker to make the videos more interesting. So at least I have an excuse there. So yeah, all of my street crimes are way back at the other end of town because I've been driving around in things that aren't cop cars. So now every time I get one, it's like a 5-minute drive across LA. Which is ironic because this is the kind of thing that takes an hour and a half in rush hour. That lets me work on my driving. Once you accept a call, can you get out and get in another car? There's probably not actually a functional difference in the speed of the cars, though. Full plays on RT/split on YouTube is a pretty good idea. The concept is yours or not, but yeah. I don't know. I know that for a while James had pitched this vision of content that we're now using. Like one premium video a day and one like less processed video. Something to keep like content flow up while not necessarily burning ourselves out with content that we consider to be higher effort. And I think it's a good balance of everything, you know? For the people who don't even like that, I guess more people are served this way. And yeah, it's also a great driver of like, you want to see the whole thing, click over here right now. Is the full videos aren't RT first, are they? I gotta admit, it is actually comforting to not be involved in some... Oh, they are on first, okay. Yeah, that's okay. These days there are a good amount of decisions and discussions that happen that I'm not a part of, and it's kind of nice to let go of a lot of stuff. Or to, I guess, dismiss the concern. Full play doesn't need first membership? Okay. I thought so. I thought it was just a, in terms of our goals and our strategy and stuff, it was just a way to get people to go to roosterteeth.com. That is one of the many things Rooster Teeth asks us to provide. It's traffic to the website. Which, let me tell you, when YouTube doesn't want you linking off of YouTube, and you're expected to both grow a YouTube presence and do the exact thing YouTube tells you not to do, that works against your growth. That's a fun challenge to try to overcome.
In the vicinity of 211 in progress.
Also, someday you'll need a part 2 of House Party. We kind of all agreed that that game went to places we weren't comfortable doing gameplays about. Material that
LAPD, like hell.
Wouldn't exactly be fun to make content about. Oh. One of the things we try to do as in terms of creative intent, creative purpose is we don't use sexist and racist humor because sexist and racist humor is funny unto itself. We try to use it in a way that shows how or highlights the absurdity of those concepts. We never invite the audience to think we're cool when we're saying stupid stuff. Usually it's with a nod and a smirk, and it's usually in a context that highlights how self-contradictory or self-defeating those mindsets can be. And House Party, it's just straight up that kind of thing. So it's either like it either is us like vocally expressing distaste at what's going on, or playing along with it. It didn't seem like there was a good gap in there that comedy could exist and be free of concerning implications, if that makes any sense. It's kind of an overwrought excuse for something that probably doesn't deserve that much expository, but that is the degree of thought that goes into it. I think we all take our positions as like influencers into concern when we decide what to do and how to do it. Which, to be honest, is, I think I've said this before, but drunk gameplays are weighing more and more heavily on my mind. I don't think that's one of those, like, you can try to make sure that it's not appealing to minors, but when people say people have told me that minors watch our content, so I don't know. That's something like I'd like to feel that there is some kind of constructive message in there, and it's not just a bunch of people drinking in a way very damaging to their health. So whatever. How did the minors watch your content? Put a little TV in a bucket and lower it down. It's really cute. Those kinds of miners don't exist anymore, do they? Like dudes with yellow hats with lights on them that carry hammers and pickaxes. It's all just robots now, yeah? It's gotta be. One hung low. Thank you for the Prime sub. Drunk content isn't all you're about, though. You can't control who watches. Well, yeah, I guess that's fair. I didn't think about it like that. The cross-section of people who only watch those videos is smaller than I expected, but even still. Maybe I need to, I've been thinking about having a Rap with the Kids section before or after a drunk gameplay. Probably after, so it's not a buzzkill, but I go to the coal mine every day. Do you actually? I've never talked to a legit coal miner. Fuck! Woo! That was close. It's hard, it's a hard life trying to read chat. Don't text and drive, kids. Trying to see this one through? Yeah. I'm gonna finish this game. One of the few games I've played through entirely on stream. I think Kingdom Hearts 2 was that way. I get high and cry in my suburban home. Okay. Oh. Mentally, you're in those coal mines, though. Max Payne 3? Yeah, wow, Bari. You remember that. You've been around for a while. Sorry. One part of my brain was like, that name seems familiar. Or have you changed it? Oh. Will Kingdom Hearts 3 be a full stream game? Probably not. because I'm trying to get a review code for it. So if there's a period where I'm going to crunch through it before it hits embargo, I certainly won't be streaming it. Shenmue 1 and 2, yep. Quickly rolled all those chairs. Oh wow, thank you. Yeah, I went through some weird thoughts in that game. I'm going to talk about binge drinking, man. That was a very intense and very enjoyable game. I really, really liked Max Payne 3. To me, like, Red Dead 2 is definitely one, but it's an adult game. Like, that is it's cartoonish and stupid, sure, but it's about real stuff. About, like, guilt, and it's dialed up to 11, because that's just what Max Payne is, but it's, you know, it's about all that stuff, and it does a pretty good job addressing it. Max Payne's rating is 17 out of 10. Yeah. Man, Rockstar really swung for it. I can't think of a better way to make Max Payne than they made that game. And sometimes I wonder, like, it didn't sell, man. It sucks so much. It didn't sell. Dang it. And they'll probably never make anything like that again. I think Red Dead is kind of in that vein, but not really. Streffy, thanks for the Prime sub. God, now I want to play Max Payne 3 again. I'm not going to, but... Fuck. The game's so good. Haven't listened to the new Dude Soup yet. Is the YouTube pulling your content or pushing for age restrictions or both? I don't know. I have no idea what the podcast was about. I was out. Think Rockstar will ever revisit Bully? Maybe. I think between taking another stab at a game that's proven to not sell, it was a long time ago for Bully, less so for Max Payne 3, but I think in Rockstar's case, it's like, we can slap a bigger number on the end of something that already didn't really sell, or we can just make something new. Like, we can roll the dice on making another GTA, and between the two, all things being equal, it only makes sense to experiment as opposed to iterate on... Oh, the fucking Brown Derby. I want Bully 2. A lot of people say they want Bully 2. I wonder, like, what the real breakdown is. How much a game like that would sell. I wonder if anyone would be okay with them making, like, a PS2 level mobile game of Bully 2. Not mobile in the sense of, like, microtransactions in Match 3, but, like, they put out Bully on mobile. I wonder. They also put out, like, GTA 3 and Vice City and stuff. They've kind of put their PS2 lineup on mobile and other platforms. Not the deli, is it? Looks like I might be playing Tetris. I don't remember who I'm here to see. Stone Man. That's right. Wait. Scrubbing position. Yeah. Just waiting for Psychonauts 2. Man, that'd be cool. Was he using a pseudonym? There's no Stone Man here. Interesting. Huh. Well, I guess I'll just start knocking on doors. Or just try to find the gold knob. That's what they call me in college. Is that a Funhouse brand gaming chair? Yes, it is. I guess, who made this one?
I swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town...
Boy, I'm not...
...we'd be able to work half days.
I am not shilling effectively right now. Yeah, DX Racer. I don't know what happened. When we first started Funhouse, we got like 4 of these. Like with the logo and everything. And no one ever said why. I think it was a gift. I think someone at Rooster Teeth, I think I know who as well. I think she like just worked some angles and did us a solid and got us some like fucking cool chairs. Achievement Hunter has them too. Yeah. We never had to do an ad read for them. We never had to plug them. I mean, to an extent, this is working, right? Like it's getting their branded stuff. It's a good chair. I've been sitting my ass in it for like 3 years now, so yeah, maybe it was just a maybe they were just fans. Could be. Oh, god damn it. That is always the last thing to occur to me, to be honest. But yeah, you might be right. Never thought about that. Oh, privacy glass.
Yes, sir, your name?
Cool.
LAPD. We'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I have some gentlemen from the LAPD here to see you.
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient
Yeah,
again.
well, a lot of streamers get them too without having to do reads responsive streams, just publicity. I think so. It's pretty smart. I hope it's worked.
Your investigation is much more important than my sciatica. I'm just in pain here. Leave me alone.
I like that guy. Look at this dude. That is a sassy, sassy man. You do you, sir. Wait, wrong way. What was I going to talk about? Oh, yeah. So I've had 2 DX racers in my life. I got the first one in 2010 when it sponsored a StarCraft 2 tournament, and I wanted to put up, so I was like, you know what? I will buy your gaming chairs. And then that kind of wore through. Like I guess I got like one of the earlier models or something. The seat cushion, there was like a metal strut supporting the buttocks area, and like for some reason it had like raised edges, like the metal curled up, which I guess prevented a sharp corner on the bottom in case you wouldn't have wanted to reach under. So in that regard, I get it. But it also made it so that raised area eventually just like wore its way through the cushion to where I could kind of feel it when I sat down on it. So I was like, this is actually uncomfortable, and it's causing me discomfort when I sit here for like more than an hour. So I put it next to the dumpster, and that's when we got these. So everything worked out. And somebody carted the chair off, so I really hope that they're getting use out of it, or they reupholstered it, or something. I actually wrote to DX Racer and I was like, yo, I really like this chair. I really want to keep it. Can I kind of like mail it to you guys, and you guys can repair it? And they were like, nah. They're like, how old is it? No, we no. So that was that. But anyway,
Really? Come on.
let this be a testament to their strategy of giving out free shit to have worked well. I guess I paid for the first one,
Dr.
but
Stoneman, we are
it's worth it.
investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
Oi.
How well did you know Miss Randall?
Barely at all. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
Nope. That was a look away, wasn't it? 6 months or so, July 46th. I don't know what day it is. I mean, that has to be it, right? Because the date is highlighted, but I don't know. I don't know where I am. It's just old, man. No, I'll lie him on it. It's got to be that.
Julia Randall has been your patient for nearly a year. I'm sure you know that.
Do you doubt my veracity, Detective? Do you have access to my patient records?
Douche. Do you doubt my veracity? Bang.
Your prescriptions contradict you, Doctor.
Miss Randall was in the fashion business, as you probably know.
Did she need weight loss pills?
On Benzedrine by day and knocked down by sleeping pills at night. I told her to slow up, but no. Life was too short for her.
And you supplied the prescription for the Benzedrine?
It's not illegal, Detective. A lot of young women in her line of work use it for weight loss.
Oh. 40s pharmaceuticals. Hello, Nashosaurus. How's it going? Dopamine. Yeah, the studio behind this game, a spiritual sequel. You're referring to the, and I'm so glad, it's a gift that I get to say this, Whore of the Orient, which for some reason didn't work out. But I think that's actually more due to LA Noire's critical performance. Or, sorry, financial performance. They re-released it a couple of times. I'm sure Rockstar has at least made good on it since then. Which is kind of a bummer. I know that a lot of companies don't have the option of thinking that long tail. But it would be cool if somebody could make a game thinking that, well, we'll just re-release this every 5 years and we'll have it'll pop off in a while.
Tell me, do you often lose focus like this?
Yes, because I'm streaming, dog. Shut up.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
Oh, his eyes are wandering. Many games use the face tech from this game. I don't know the specific face tech, but nearly everything uses performance capture now. So it's just different versions of this, like Uncharted, for sure. I'm gonna... Well, hold on. Can you account for that? I mean, that seems straightforward. Benzedrine. I don't think I have an... Let me just see what lie is.
We believe Miss Randall died of an overdose of morphine. You didn't prescribe her anything else, did you?
That is a very serious allegation to level at a doctor, young man.
There's nothing to imply that the morphine came from him. Because there is phenobarbital prescribed. Or do I doubt? If he only prescribed the Benzedrine, it's probably doubt, right? It seems like it's doubt, but this could totally be it. Prescription pills. He was her doctor. Where did she get them from? From the guy who was prescribing her the other pills. This is when I have to figure out if the game... I'd say doubt or truth. I'm gonna... Yeah, I agree, right?
Tell me.
Doesn't really connect, no, but the game has made leaps of logic like that in the past. I'll doubt it.
Addictive, as I'm sure you know.
All right, well, whatever.
Doctor.
As I warned her, but she was determined. She said she needed it to control her appetite.
Sounds like you knew her pretty well.
I knew the line of work she was involved in.
Little bone.
That'll be all for now, Dr. Stoneman. We'll be in touch.
He's clean? I don't believe that. I thought I was going to get some dirt here. Oh, well, the investigation music is over, so...
Not much help.
What you gonna do? Well, he's got a microscope next to the table? What is that? What is he gonna do with that? Spit on this! Let me look at it. Yes. Yes, indeed. It's wet. Well, you've got a classic case of wet mouth. Let me just pack some cotton balls in there. Let me soak them in bourbon first. There we go. Nancy will bill you on the way out. No, that's that then. That was actually kind of a bust. I didn't get shit here. Just yelled at a doctor, which, I'm not gonna lie, was fun. But not the best way to spend our afternoon, huh, Roy? Your tie sucks. You suck. Your hat sucks. God damn it, you suck, Roy.
The old boy is lying.
About what?
I don't know. He looked relieved when you said she was dead. That's a strange reaction to have to the death of a young patient.
His reaction was a little dumb, I agree. I never know, like, I can never trust myself when it comes to, like, reading people. I always think that I just misinterpret people's cues rather than trusting my gut when it comes to how people react to stuff. Go with this stupid thing. Looks like somebody ran out of cloth. Reading people's hard. I'm always amazed when somebody can be like, well, I saw this, therefore that clearly means this. And I'm just like, man, people are more complicated than that, though. Right? I've seen people just do the craziest, most inexplicable shit because in their world it makes sense to them. And I'm just like,
have you noticed
man,
how brokers only
I can't.
pull out the physician-patient privilege card when they got something to hide?
There are certain things people have a right to keep private.
until it gets in the way of police work. And it's only private when it suits them. A couple of drinks and every doctor I've met will spill your darkest secrets in a heartbeat.
It's easier to read people when you know them for a long time. You just start to learn how they react or think, and their mannerisms become more noticeable if you pay attention. You know what, Fallen King? I think that's it to a even broader degree. People that can read people spend a lot more time than I do around people. I think that's the core of it. I think it's the thing that I often forget is that in life, a lot of things that seem mysterious and amazing are skills that were learned over time. The real impressive thing is when people can accurately read people they've just met. I think that's the sort of thing where if you learn and meet a wide breadth of people, I think you can start to develop a language. I believe that. I don't know it to be true, and I certainly haven't asked anyone that can attest to it, but it makes sense to me. People are really jumpy today. Everyone's freaking out. Stop freaking out. Pick up your briefcase.
Talk about this.
Just taking a nice stand on the briefcase.
You look at this clown.
People like that can more likely than not also coax people into showing their hands, as it were. Yeah. I think if you know how to test people, you find out what their buttons are and know how to push them. You can read animals. Yeah, animals have nothing to hide. Ghost lawyers. Isn't that, I mean, people like dogs because they're honest all the time.
What can I help you with today?
LAPD, ma'am.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
Hey, Daedalus.
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
She was found dead this morning.
Unless those animals are sick, they hide that shit. Yeah, I guess that's true. They do try to hide weakness. It's just kind of probably a survival behavior, yeah.
How long had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
My dog's a big liar, not a very good one, though. I guess that's the cute thing, yeah, when dogs try to lie. It's just, it's adorably obvious. What's up, Turbid? Coming out for the LA Noire stream, yeah? Cord keeps getting caught under stuff. Dogs are mega desperate for love. Like, you pat them and they'll just sit there happy all damn day. Cats, though, they'll take 2 pats and tell you to fuck off because they got their own life to live. Yeah, I can see how people would like both. Let's see. So she just said she worked here, was in New York before coming here. Very beautiful girl. That seems like a truth to me, right? She's not fidgeting. She's not looking away. I think we got our first truth of the night.
Could you tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses.
She was too good.
Wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
Did she have any close friends here?
Actually,
Did you do a stream announcement?
Heather Swanson.
You're right, sorry.
Would you like to speak with her?
I
I'd
forgot.
like to very much.
I was tweaking.
Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer.
I was tweaking things.
Heather.
Exactly.
These gentlemen are from the LAPD.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall, Miss Swanson?
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here. She's not in any kind of trouble, is she?
She's a hellraiser, isn't she?
She's dead.
It's a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, wonderful company.
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it to
I'm
me.
very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look?
It's interesting that they have an interrogation scene that is scripted.
That's some pearl, Miss Swanson. Would have cost Henry a fortune. He must really love you.
What's going on with the fitting? It looked like part of it was transparent.
How did you meet Julia?
I was introduced through my fiancé, Henry Arnett.
It's probably the truth. I mean, I have zero information. Yeah, it's always lesbians. I'm gonna truth it.
Henry is your beau. Tell us about it.
Yes, he is.
So stressful.
Henry has a fashion business. He and Julia have been friends for years.
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
An out-of-town suitor. Is this another truth? There's a really loud clock in this room. Oh, whoa! Was that a bit of a look away? I was looking at chat, so I saw movement. No, looks pretty. She's blinking a lot, but
She was wearing a sapphire engagement ring. Right. Someone must have given it to her.
She never mentioned a man named Henderson to me.
That's all for now, Miss Swanson. Could you ask your fiancé to visit Hollywood Police Station? It would be very helpful to our inquiry.
Now, wait a moment. I don't think I'll pass on that message until you tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
What? Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe it. She was so full of life.
okay, that's that. Oh, architecture in Tokyo. I love that Widowmaker doot. Oh, that reaction. Oh no! Oh, she was so alive, and now she's not.
How can I help, Detective?
Messages, please.
Yes, Detective. The coroner's been asking to speak to you. I can connect the call if you like.
Please, thank you. Al?
Cole, can you get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
Sure thing, Mal. We'll be right over.
It's interesting to not really have any leads. I guess I got Mr. Henderson. Apparently there's something at the apartment still? Did I miss some shit? Because it always crosses stuff off when you finish at a location, right? I think there was one other situation where I had to go back and an old location stayed uncrossed off.
Nice move not telling old Sweet Lips in there about her friend taking the big jump till we were half out the door. Very slick.
I figured we'd get more out of her that way.
You're learning, Phelps. We'll make a vice cop out of you yet.
Still in this mental mode where I have to drive all the way across town for everything. So I was gearing up for a good hike. Turns out it's like right here. Rusty's only lovable because he seems like a bleeding heart once you meet Roy. I still started to like Rusty by the end of it. He was a lot of bluster and complaints, but he, I think, at least had a good heart and wanted to help people, even if he was kind of stuck in his way of thinking. Whereas Roy's just a shitbag.
Detectives Phelps and Earl here to see the coroner.
Yes, Detective. He's waiting for you in the examination room.
Pretty sure I've seen her character model before. Oh, because I've been to the morgue before. Yep.
Cole, Roy, I have some information for you.
You're the only person enjoying this, Mal. Get on with it.
The bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so we have 2 killers. death was caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to gloat? We already heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something else to show you.
All right, Mal, what gives?
The dead guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc, career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what? Good riddance.
I found 2 cigarettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. We're listening, Mal.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal.
Maybe an hour or 2 after the Randall girl.
So you're saying Laughing Boy here could be one of our killers? That's a hell of a long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
Yeah, no, you're right. Roy's never given an orgasm. They call him Cumless Roy. Everyone knows it. Jesus Christ. Roy's an incel. He's probably gotten laid because I'm sure he's found a woman drunk and desperate enough and managed to not say something awful in the hour they talked. I think that's likely. Why are they letting me inspect things in here?
Sorry, I don't play.
You should.
I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The other things he was carrying were the harmonica and the morphine.
That's it? Okay.
Carruthers. Yeah, he's here.
Roy is a Chad cell? Oh my god.
I'll send him over.
Yeah.
A guy called Henry Arnett.
Kitty Cat, it was still pretty funny. The delivery was good, but...
Let me know how you get on.
Sure, Mal. And thanks for the lead.
Yeah, Mal gets laid all the time.
Mal, thanks for the lead.
Fuck off! Fuck, Jesus Christ, Roy. I'm telling you, man, you don't want to fuck with him when he hasn't had his goddamn bourbon. Dude has to drink whiskey out of a shoe just to be normal. Yeah, late night chat. It's been a while, hasn't it? I've been thinking about that. I've been going all ninja lately. Police station, yeah? Hold on. Yep. You can leave Roy, drive off, and he'll take a police car to meet up with you and yell at you. It's next door. Okay. Hello. Hello, Dudette. Welcome. Interview room 2.
Mr. Arnett, I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. Thanks for coming in.
Hi, Water.
It's the least I could do.
What?
Terrible news about Julia.
Oh yeah, you're real broken up.
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally modeled for me.
It's the 50s. 40s, excuse me. Tempted to assume that there's an affair, but not getting any doubt or lie signs here. And I have no data about this guy, so I don't really have any information to press him on anything. So,
Close? We were friends.
Yeah. That's what I get for thinking, you know? Like, I should have just trusted my assumptions. Blech.
Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's
Instinct
plan.
only. Yeah, you're right. Oh, he's shifty.
Henry, I don't like when people lie to me. She was seeing a man named Henderson. You know who I'm talking about.
Easy on, Detective. I may have heard of Henderson, but I don't know his full name. I think he's from New York or someplace back east.
I don't really have anything about this guy. I can't press that. I have nothing to contradict that. There's this. It's nothing. San Francisco? He said he thought he was from New York? I mean, he's saying he doesn't know, so I can't use this as like evidence to say, you're bullshit. He'll just be like, Yeah, I know. I said I didn't know. San Francisco, alright. This is one of those things the game might want this. Because it's connected, and theoretically it does contradict what he just said. I'm gonna actually...
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out.
I'm gonna actually use an intuition. It's been a long time. 47% chose the correct answer after using an intuition point. That's not good. Which means they probably did at... If this removes either doubt or lie, and that's like, what? 2 out of 3%? I'll go for it. Fuck you! Why? That's the most useless thing in the world! What did it remove? Truth! The one thing I knew it wasn't. So great. And now I can't use the other one. I'll try it, because this game is kind of... Wait? That's interesting. I didn't know that it would take out, evidence. That's interesting. I'll try it. Bang.
That's funny.
Ah!
Julia told her cleaning lady that he lived in San Francisco.
Yeah!
I don't know where...
This game, man!
Julia wanted money. She always wanted money. She thought she could get some from this guy.
She was wearing a distinctive engagement ring.
Yeah.
She might have convinced him to buy it for her.
Maybe he did, yeah.
Let's think with your gut.
He and Julia were getting serious.
Being a real detective.
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer or something?
He had a harmonica, and you have lips! Clearly you're related. And he is real shifty, but...
I think you're lying. I think Randall was a high-priced hooker, and this Henderson character didn't want it to come out that he had been seeing her. I think he had LeBlanc and an accomplice bump her off. I think you know who Henderson is, and you're trying to conceal his identity.
I think you've been out in the sun too long without your hat. Prove that I know who Henderson is.
I really don't think I can. I really don't think any of this does that. The ring? Oh. It's the ring he gave to the lady working at the store. None of this stuff directly connects those things. So I think this is a big old doubt.
You don't ask, you never find out. So you don't have any reason to believe that would be involved in
heart.
Murder? If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved, but like I said...
literal porn on just chatting?
LeBlanc character.
Maybe Roy can learn something.
Heather told us that you were in fashion.
That's right.
Or some kind of traveling salesman?
Once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
You were in the Marines?
Sure. I'm proud of it. The Fighting Sixth.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes. I was a captain.
Which company?
Various companies. We had a lot of casualties.
Which engagements?
Okinawa. A couple of other places.
That will be all for now, Henry. You've been very helpful.
A piece of shit lying about being in the military?
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines.
Ugh.
Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the...
I am so good at detectiving, I can phase through matter.
Pass this on to Bukowski. Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Ghost cops.
Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
Always the right emoji for the scene, Zaxby. Nice job.
He's in that car at the lights.
He was squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
Yeah, maybe that's sensitive for you. Whatever, who cares? I didn't do shit.
I'd have expected a cad like Arnett to be a better liar.
Not suspicious at all. Stopping 60 feet back. Holy crap, that dude went through an active intersection. Alright. Pretty cool looking gas station.
Where are you taking us, Henry?
Yeah, moon emotes are all right. They're basically a fixture at this point. I'd be curious to know, and I'm not sure if there's ever a way to suss out this data, but how many people are subscribed to various channels purely because of the emote set? Like, it's just too good.
Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive.
That idiot never stepped foot in Okinawa.
Work. That's an Agao. Sombra? Man, God bless. Roy's never seen that face, that's for sure. Going to the tar pits. Either Soldier 76. He might have been in the room. Going, ew! Roy owns an Algos sweatshirt. I agree with that.
Needs money and fast.
A full bleed Agao mosaic sweatshirt.
Get in there and find out what he wants.
That's Autumn? That's awesome.
Stick with him. See how he intends to spend the money. Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Time to sneak. Yes. Yeah, Zaxby, it was worth the $250 a month to have that emote in the list. Whoops, I did not go incognito.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Meep. I'm being inconspicuous. Please carry on.
Gotta get closer.
God damn it. What? Oh, okay. There he goes. Whoa!
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Yeah. So stealthy. Huh? Look at him. Ah, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're a son of a bitch. God. I have to cross the street. Man, come on. I gotta do this whole thing again? Dang it. Ah.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Try using a car? Like driving a car? Yeah, we're playing Dishonored now. Man, I gotta get back and do Dishonored 2. That game's too good to not play a lot. I just got intimidated. Like, that game was like... I'll give Arcane credit, man. They have made the most core-ass video games lately. Dishonored 2 and Prey. So goddamn underrated. You're not allowed to complain about core single-player games going away if you haven't played those. There, I said it. Dangerous, I know, but that's just how I roll here. Don't!
What are you doing?
He just stood and twirled in a circle last time, so I was like, I think I actually have to hit a trigger. Like, I have to run close to him to get him to cross the damn street. So. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail. Didn't work.
Perfect, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
You know what? I really appreciate that you guys are backing me up on this Dishonored thing. You're making me feel validated.
Too much slack. Get closer.
This Dishonored 2 run good on PC. That was one of the problems I have with it that kind of pushed me away. I'm sure it's been polished up by now, but
move in.
The thing is, like, I think it earned running kind of chuggy because that game was really impressive graphically and just the density and the density inside of the levels. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back. I'll take this a lot slower. So, one moment, guys. I'll be back.
It's dangerous!
Did you see my ball? Right there. Where? I don't see it, man. I think it's correlated.
There you go. Pointing right at it.
Oh, that's not my ball.
Got your name on it, Shermer.
No, that's not my
Pitch your ball.
I can't go in there, man. I don't go in there. No, sir.
Shade chumps, warp pipes, and more. There's lots to avoid in Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. It's only for Nintendo GameCube. Rated E for everyone.
Hey, you. You've got to watch this. You won't believe your eyes. Okay? I'm going to cut this piece of string like so. Cut it like right there, okay? I'm going to put it in my hand, bring one end over here, one end over here. Tug on both ends, of course, and blow on it. Voila. I'm Malcolm Jamal Warner, and this is...
Show off! Cool stunts, tricks, and gags to amaze your friends.
As I was saying, this is Show Off. Show Off is about how to be the life of the party. You are about to see some of the funniest, most startling, outrageous, and cool tricks you've ever seen. Be sure you learn these incredible feats before you attend your next party. And remember these 3 rules. Number 1, be cool. Number 2, have fun. Because if you're not having fun, how can you expect your friends to have a good time? And number 3, have courage. Where would Washington be if he hadn't had the courage to show off and throw that silver dollar across the river? Where would I be if I did not have my incredible string trick? You need to set this part up before your friends come in. First, you take a piece of string, the kind that's made up of a lot of strands. Now take the middle of the string and pull the parts out, and then you twist them, like this, to make them look like ends. Okay? Now you take the actual ends and put them together so they look like they're attached.
Okay, I'm back. Sometimes I like to try and think what random stuff is... Oh. That's very nice of this game. I try and remember or imagine what clips you guys are seeing.
Much slack. I get closer.
There's a lot of it now.
I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
I actually need to audit all of my BRB clips and stuff. Oh, hey, JC. I need to... there's some cutting I think I could improve on. Some of the clips I try to cut with comedic timing, I think I could do a better job with some of them. A lot of the commercials don't need to include multiple commercial breaks, you know? Of like a bumper going to and from a show. It can just be one dip in and out per video chunk. I think that would lend to better incidental editing. So that would involve just taking a lot of those commercial chunks and running them through Premiere and chopping them in half or to thirds. Smaller chunks, smaller, shorter chunks. Kind of what I think I want to
risk losing the trail.
Go through. Looking hard off for the night. All right, Bastion.
Slack. I get closer.
Thanks for dropping in, man. Hope you have a good night. Okay, this is where he got me before, so I'll just wait on this side of the street. I think that might help.
The cop they've been talking about on the
What are you
radio.
doing?
Want another accommodation?
Okay. I guess I gotta sit on the bench. I'll try that next time.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
You're a huge coward and just skip this part? I don't blame you. I'm doing it out of gamer pride, but... Okay, so there has to be a newspaper sitting there. Alright. I don't know what to do, because he just turns around randomly and there's no good cover points between here and there. You can go incognito at the windows with the shop items in them. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, like these? Oh yeah. Really? That's a little dumb, but whatever. That doesn't count? Oh, there we go. Maybe? Also, you can let him get way further away. The dude's... Cole starts, like... bleeding about, him getting away long before he needs to. Shit, I don't feel like I'm hidden here, but... Oh wait, he went in the alleyway.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Yeah. Ah.
That's right, Mexico City. One-way ticket, please. Next available seat.
That would be 1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be.
LAPD, the man who just came in here, he bought a ticket?
Yes, sir. To Mexico City, tomorrow night.
If you hear from him again, don't mention this conversation.
What have you got?
He bought a ticket from Mexico City. Tomorrow night.
That's good. But this is better.
Oh my God. It's Fabergé.
Should have seen the look on the pawnbroker's face when I told him to hand it over. The guy who owned the joint thought it was worth at least 10 large for a cigarette case. Arnett only got 600 clams.
An L? Hello, Del Tango. Welcome. I'm gonna call this one in. Roy, sit there and try not to make an ass of yourself for once. Oh. That's like an interior phone. Oh, okay.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
I'm glad you're enjoying the EDF videos. A lot of people are. They're doing really well. Surprising.
How could I help, Detective?
But I guess it's a good fit for that kind of video.
Any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. Detectives Bukowski and Galloway request you return to the Hollywood station. They have information in the Julia Randall case.
Any luck with the arrest record check on Jimmy LeBlanc?
Yes, Detective. Jimmy LeBlanc's last arresting officer was Patrolman Fred Wallace. He's posted the Hollywood 9th Beat Sunset Boulevard between Gordon and Wilcox.
Thanks for your help.
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked? I'm walking here. That's that cop. Looks like a decent guy.
Play the Resident Evil 2 remake demo? No, only because well, this is gonna sound like humble bragging, but I did at E3, so I have already played it, yeah, and it was awesome. I think the timer was shorter, but that sold me on the game, so I don't need to play the demo. I'll just
one-way ticket to Mexico.
Wait for it to come out.
Old Henry's looking
so excited.
He has a dog next to a pile of dog shit.
What's his motive?
I can think of a few, but I'd put my money south of the belt. One guy plus 2 dames always equals problems.
Roy, you ain't wrong this time. Enjoy not being wrong, because it's... timer was 20 minutes? Okay. But yeah, I'm excited for that game. It looks really good. Capcom's really nailing it. I kind of wish it were Resident Evil 8 instead of 2 remake, but if it's a good game, it's a good game.
Come on, let's give him a hand. Right behind you, Wallace. Detective Phelps.
Oh, gonna chase.
Wallace, go left. I'm going right after this little prick in the alley.
Not that kind of chase? Alright. Resident Evil 2 on Funhouse? Yeah? I'm gonna make Adam play it. He gets scared. He gets scared good. Oh, Jesus.
Throw out the guns.
Step on it. You're clear. Go. You're covered, Phelps.
Thanks. Outstanding warrant, armed robbery. Knocked over a drugstore back there, and it looks like he brought his whole posse with him. Bad luck for them. They're all yours now. We need some information.
Ever heard of a burglar goes by the name of Jimmy LeBlanc?
Sure. I nabbed Jimmy on a burglary beef a couple of years back. They cut through a music shop and into a jewelry store. He got 4 years. I miss his partner, though.
His partner?
Big guy. I had him cornered, and he picked up this huge display case and threw it out a plate glass window. Then he vaulted out of there like something out of Barnum and Bailey.
Got away.
I would have had him, except for LeBlanc yelling, "Run for it, Willie."
And you think he was an acrobat of some sort?
More like a strongman, a wrestler, or a boxer, that kind of thing.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
You haven't done too badly yourself.
Count 8 bodies. This case is weird.
You're suggesting LeBlanc is still working with Willie?
A strong man held down Randall while someone administered the morphine. Someone with muscle opened up LeBlanc's skull. Could be.
I really like that part of the soundtrack, the like harps. There aren't enough harps in games. There aren't enough harps in scores. I think they can be used in ways beyond just sounding like airy, angelic shit. I always remember there's a track in Super Ghouls and Ghosts that's super harp heavy. And it's Super Nintendo, so it's got its own little synth to it, but I don't know, that track always stuck out of my mind. You don't get a lot of that.
We caught up with Mao. He's given us the dope on LeBlanc.
He worked burglaries with a big guy. Goes by the name of Willie. He might be our killer. Can you work boxing gyms, the Y, promoters, that kind of stuff?
Since when have you started giving orders, Phelps? And where's the burglary angle? There was no sign.
Rusty.
That's where our net comes in. Next stop, we speak to Lacey about a list of recent burglaries.
Guy's a bum. His office is a front, and he's behind on the rent and his phone bill.
And he's skipping town tomorrow.
Let's get him in and beat it out of him.
Do you want to bring in the killer, Rusty?
You could be too smart for your own good, Phelps. We've been talking about that, haven't we, Roy? Stefan?
Finbar?
Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you.
What an exchange.
Here you go.
Thanks.
It's pretty good writing, I gotta admit.
Cigarette case on there?
I mean, yeah.
It's here. Arnett must be out of his mind trying to move this while under a murder cloud.
And the ring.
Julia Randall's ring. It's here.
From Mrs. Beverly Eavestrom? So he's been stealing from one lady and giving it to another? Pillbox?
Seems Julie wasn't the first bored society girl to hide her bennies in that pillbox.
Oh.
Even the engagement ring was purloined. Arnett is a cad.
Man. This is a pretty winding case. I like it. Which cop is the racist one again? All of them. It's the 40s.
I didn't come to California to be a sex offender.
Let's put up at Royce. He 100% related to Micah. I know L.A. Noire and Red Dead aren't in the same universe, but let me have this. You can have it, man. I don't know. Roy and Micah are both assholes, but they're different kind of assholes, I think.
So you and Rusty have been having discussions. Anything you would like to tell me, partner?
Hold on.
You gotta be kidding me. We're driving this?
Yes, we are. All right, continue talking.
Phelps, don't be so touchy.
Okay.
Rusty had his best ever clearance rate working with you. Even if the cases we worked on can't be discussed. We were just comparing notes.
This thing doesn't slow down.
Guru case, man, Phelps. The best I've ever seen.
Thanks.
You gotta learn to take a compliment, Phelps.
He just did. What the fuck is that?
A hopped-up model, a cad, and a circus freak. Only in L.A.
Fairy tales of the rich and famous.
More like pathetic tales of the desperate to be rich and famous. Chunky Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Arnett, LeBlanc, and Willie.
Damn.
Don't you go putting the pieces together again before they fit, Phelps. Listen to your old pal Rusty. Or should I say Finn?
Damn it.
Look where you're going.
This card does not handle well. Oh. Alright.
I wouldn't call him that if I were.
What do you care? It doesn't sound like you're the top of his Christmas card list.
He gives everyone a hard time. That's just how he is.
Whatever gets you through the day, Cole.
God damn! This car sucks. Man. No, 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 no! I don't think I have this one yet. Stop. Stop it. Stop. Oh, there's this one, whatever. Fire truck chase from Vito Kill? I haven't seen that in a while. I only saw it once, and it was a while ago.
Favorite radio entertainment. The bubbles dance in the glass and on the top.
Alright.
Smooth as sand. There's no need to put up with flavorless wartime brands. 8 out of 10 say Spencer's taste more delicious. So while you sit back and relax, enjoy America's root beer of choice with a frosty glass of Spencer's.
Flavorless wartime brand.
From Indianapolis.
Yeah, Christopher Walken. He was really good in that. Oh, ink spots. Boy, is this Fallout? Yeah, no, Walken was, I remember watching that movie and thinking he had a whole phase when he wasn't Christopher Walken, like when he wasn't just playing a weird characterization of himself. He was really good in that movie. I didn't see a whole lot of pre-Walken, like pre-late 80s Walken performances, and that was really cool. I remember liking that movie, even if it did drag on a little bit. Like the whole sequence at the horse track? A little weird. Kind of unnecessary. I want to see the... What was the second Daltrey one? It was Vito Kill and Living Daylights, right? I think Vito Kill I didn't see more than once. But I remember thinking it was really weird. It was like very like Trucker Red State, like Bond in the American Heartland, which was kind of weird. License to Kill. Yeah, you're right, you're right, you're right. I'm sorry. Which one was Living Daylights? Oh, is it Florida? Okay. Yeah. I haven't seen that one more than once. I remember thinking it was really weird and like shockingly gory. And really dark. It kind of lost all of its like, Bond goofiness.
LAPD, ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
I am Mrs. Eavestrom. How may I help you?
We appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, ma'am. We have some questions, if you don't mind.
Oh, Roy was so excited.
If you are returning 43 pieces of my property.
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, can you get the detective a drink, please?
Can you describe to us what was stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, Detective. A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case that was worth $25,000.
She's shifty. Do I have something about the case? Oh, I guess I can pop her on the case. She's like trying to overstate the value of it.
Why are you lying about the value of your jewelry, Mrs. Eavestrom?
Who do you think you are? Making heinous accusations in my own home.
We recovered the cigarette case from a pawnbroker. No one knows the real value of an item better than those guys.
I inflated its value for the insurance claim. There. Are you satisfied? daughter's boyfriend was quite taken with the case. I think he was even more disappointed than I was when it was stolen.
Looks like she's got a giant bald patch on the side of her head.
What can you tell us about the burglary?
A terrible night. At least a year ago. But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you've recovered.
I think you know more about this burglary than you were letting on, Mrs. Eustrom. There isn't an insurance claim involved, is there?
Are you accusing me of having my own home burgled? How dare you? What possible proof do you have for this scandalous remark?
I don't think I have anything. That's that one in a weird place. I really don't have anything about that. That's got to be a...
Like I made a mistake.
It's got to be a doubt, right? It's got to be. It's got to be. Look at her. This old broad with her skeletal face.
I get the sense that you're worried about something, Mrs. Eustrom.
Ah, well.
I have already received the insurance claim, Detective. Is there any way we could keep the return of these items discreet?
Ah.
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eustrom. The department will get in touch and let you know how you can recover your valuables.
You have only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective. What else has been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother. Hello, detectives.
Indeed.
What is going on?
We'd like to ask exactly the same question.
You have met my daughter?
This morning at work. Oh, mother and father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered some of the things that were stolen, darling.
Well, what did you find?
A sapphire ring on the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation.
Yes, it is. I suggest we go straight to Henry Arnett's place and sort this mess out.
Interesting.
Radio entertainment is on KTI Radio 760. Now, national news.
Weird. What's your favorite thing about the game so far? The writing's not bad. I like it. I think the acting and delivery is appropriate. I think it is
missing something.
A good version of this kind of game.
Obviously arranging the burglaries.
That's my fiance you're making scurrilous accusations about.
And Randall was obviously his partner.
But neither of them are the type to creep apartments.
You're being ridiculous. Both of you. There's a very good explanation for all of this.
What is Sock
Let's hope Randall can make it up as soon as we get there.
Patsy, and you're not even smart enough to see it.
Yeah. You're more stupid than you think, so... Oh, Roy. Witch Hunter, she didn't actually accidentally walk in? Yeah, I mean... The old lady let it slip. Her daughter's boyfriend. I was like, that was the clue of a lifetime. I was expecting that to unravel there to make the connection, but... Like, who was your daughter? And they just kind of did it that way instead. I guess because I missed... I missed one of the questions? So yeah, how's that writing for an interactive narrative? But whatever. A game, the Dahlia cases take too much time for a side story? I mean, they're all cases unto themselves. I look at it more as it was kind of a cool little thing that they did to tie them all together like that. Does that happen in the game again? That's kind of structured like a detective TV show, you know? A bunch of atomized, episodic mysteries that connect in some way over the course of a season. One more Vice case? Alright, yeah. This is a blind playthrough, though, yeah. Oh, Spool! Thanks for the raid, man. Nobody say nothing. It shows it in chat. Like, even if nobody spammed hats, it would still say it, but... Thanks, buddy. Hey-o! I'm heading to the dramatic conclusion of this very complicated murder case. Oh yeah, Turbo, that reminds me, I need to pick up Hitman and Hitman 2. Hey-o!
There goes a week's wages.
Thanks for changing lanes right then. Damn it. So I saw that this delivery van I haven't driven yet, although there's a ton of them around now, so... Somebody was saying that it unlocks more cars as you play, right? There's just more and different cars on the road? It's Home Alone TV series, but I don't know how that would have worked out. Man, yeah, I mean, there's no way that somebody would break into their house every episode, right? So it would just be a sitcom. With Kevin McAllister getting into hijinks.
Let's find out who your fiancé really is.
I imagine they would just make it like a Dennis the Menace spinoff or something. Oh, hey, Ryan. Didn't see you in chat before.
Welcome, sir. I'm sorry, are you a resident?
LAPD detectives. We're here to speak to Henry Arnett.
Oh, Mr. Arnett? Apartment 30. You can take the lift.
Thank you.
Easy enough. Going up. Didn't even flash a badge. Yeah, right? Whatever, man. You can excuse everything in this game by saying it was the 40s.
Isn't this just nice and awkward?
The shit? Oh, fuck. Come on.
Stop!
Don't kill him, Cole. This guy's our case.
Go on,
Put
get
your
out
hand.
there.
Roy? I did not expect you to say that. Well, we got ourselves a good old-fashioned fire escape chase.
Give it up, LAPD.
Can't see. Oh, okay.
Don't make me chase you.
Ah!
Stop or I will shoot.
My hat! Yeah. I mean, the tech has kind of been used again. Facial and performance capture is basically the same thing. It's just not mapping video. Honestly, I think it's better. Oi. Really? Oh, don't make me like this.
Looks like he got you good, Phelps.
Yeah, he really packs a wallop. How did I get back here?
Under your own steam, miraculously. You came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
How was Arnett?
Haunt Link, thank you for subbing. Let me play a song for you. Giving me money. Facial animations look good in this game because textures look like garbage, but that animations are usually oddly good in comparison. Yeah. You just take balls on people's face, you map it to a mesh. As long as it's accurate enough. Yeah, still doing songs. Yeah, I thought about phasing it out, but changed my mind. Alright, here's a track for you. Hope you enjoy it.
With all this pain growing every single day.
bars and make the feeling go away.
That's the first time I've heard rapping against vaporwave, synthwave, and I like it.
Dude, he's all hopped up. Good time to get some answers.
You missing something, Henry?
He got morphined. Vaporwave rap is very real. Really? Man, I've never heard it before.
We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
Not Evilest Minion, I absolutely do not own the rights to any of this. But I'm playing it because that's just how Twitch rolls. You can do that now. So, yeah. When I upload them to YouTube, they get claimed to hell. Although lately, there is a tool on YouTube to edit videos after they're uploaded. So lately, I've been uploading the video, looking at all the claims, and just taking them all directly out of the video. It's pretty nice. Ryan, I think the tech just got outmoded. It's interesting tech, and maybe if they tried to do this exact thing again, it would work better. But I think it's just normal performance capture, putting balls on someone's face, making them perform, and then putting that in a CG. Shut up.
Finish this, detective.
Until it
Best get on with it.
onto a CG character, like Uncharted cutscenes, kind of. Mortal Kombat has, or Injustice 2 had ridiculously good performance capture. I think that just makes this stuff sort of deprecated. I think that's the idea. I don't know. Let me see what we got here.
You're lying, Henry. How can you prove that I'm involved, detective?
I don't know that I can. The ring was stolen and given, maybe the ring? The case? He pawned the case was stolen. That's gotta be it, right? Or the ring. Contraband list. Yeah. I mean, that's annoying because all those items are on the contraband list, but the contraband list does have all of it. So yeah, I think you're right, Katie.
You be calling me an ambulance or something?
Ah, damn it. Well, whatever. Right or wrong, the case is going to end either way.
Why did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
Evilest Minion, thank you for the Prime sub.
She's gonna marry Heather if she'd have me. Julia told the others.
Why is there a helicopter?
That they were out. That she was gonna create a new gang.
You're lying, Arnett. I think you ordered them to kill her. It was made to look like suicide, and when the coroner saw through that, you knew it was time to run.
I told you I was involved in the burglaries. I had nothing to do with Julia's death. Why would I need to run?
Yeah, there were no helicopters, I guess. Maybe they... I don't know when they were invented, now that you bring it up. So yeah, I really have nothing proving that.
You're off the hook.
With Ticket?
For now.
The ticket doesn't prove that he needs to run, it just proves that he was trying to run. Right? Why would I need to run? Why would I need to run? But, yeah, maybe... That's probably it, though. That's probably it. I was thinking the ticket, but I was like, oh, that doesn't really...
Have you told Miss Swanson that you're leaving for Mexico City tomorrow night?
Yep.
That it's a one-way ticket?
Henry,
He's trying to claim he wasn't running.
tell me.
Yeah, I guess spiritually that's correct.
I wanted to marry Heather. I told Julia I wanted out, and she laughed in my face. I had to pay Willie and Jimmy a fortune to do her, and now I'm completely broke.
What you are, Buster, is under arrest.
They just cracked like that, huh?
Who is Henderson, and what is his involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
There is no Henderson.
I feel like that's got to be a truth, though. He's starting to tell the truth.
Tell me about your first burglary, and don't lie.
I can't remember. I don't keep a list of these things.
I mean, there is a list, but that's probably not it, right?
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out.
See you, Retro Man. Well, he is admitting to the murder, so the case is already solved, basically. It's just feeling it. Yeah. This is Animal Crossing now, we're shaking trees all the time. But him being so fidgety makes me think the game just wants me to hit doubt. Should I truth? My gut says truth. I'm gonna use an intuition. I'm gonna do it. He does now make me think. He did say you don't have a list, right? I don't keep a list of these things. He used the word list, and I have to, if I'm thinking in pure game logic, they would drop that word, right? 70%. That's a lot. I'm gonna try it. But that...
Your first burglary was a Dr. Harold Stoneman.
That doesn't make any sense.
Explain how he was involved, or shall I?
I would never have gotten that in a million years.
Stoneman. He was crazy about
That
you.
makes sense, though.
She could get him to do whatever she wished. He threw the parties, and we arranged the burglaries. Julia never let him touch her. She just kept him hanging on the promise. Drove the good doctor almost insane.
Henry Arnett, you are under arrest for burglary and for the murder of Julia Randall.
Henderson is Stoneman, all right? I'm not the guy you want. Go talk to the good doctor.
Oh, we will, knucklehead. Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
So smug like that. That smile. Jesus. Oh my god! More ghost cops. Jeez. I do like this song, though. It's the perfect game.
I guess the wedding's off.
He only robbed her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack.
So how does the doctor fit in?
That's what we're about to find out. Maybe we should ask him to give you a quick once-over. Christ alive, this is a nightmare!
Didn't see that car at all.
I've had worse.
You should have seen yourself staggering back in there like a drunken...
Yeah, this isn't Fallout 76, isn't it?
Take the runner, boy.
I didn't box in the Marines, though, did I?
Should have never told you that.
Man, you want to talk about goddamn copyright claims? This stuff from the 50s gets nabbed like crazy. Probably because like there are monolithic labels that have bought the rights to them in bulk and just flex their fucking copyright as hard as they can. So yeah, it's like if I'm playing a game with licensed music in it, my options are to either turn the music off or let the claims go through. That's really it. If I'm letting claims go through, I'm not making my $5 YouTube bucks anyway. So I might as well play a bunch of music that I like, you know?
Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett. And tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in.
Nice.
I told you never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
Ghost coat.
I'm so glad you came. Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. Do you know that I loved her?
Shut up. Yes, you
I
did.
ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
You wanted to get your dick
Will you
wet.
testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies.
Yeah, Ghost
Julie would
Slaves.
get the names of the
You
guests.
loved the idea of her. You loved what she let you think about her.
Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough. She
You're old,
never really cared for me.
and you're running from that.
Doctor, I'm afraid you're under arrest.
I don't know, maybe it was true love. Or whatever.
Oh, the practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard.
Ugh.
No. Please don't cry.
You ruined her life too, dude.
I want to see no one. Not my wife or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key.
Yeah, you don't want to face anybody, huh? You don't want to fucking see the consequences of your actions. No!
Didn't see that coming.
Why was there a floating boat? Whatever. Yeah, that's a Fapo right there. Well, good thing there's a phone right here.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Yeah, witch hunter, right?
In the coroner.
Don't cough at me, girl. I'm not. You're an asshole, and I just lost my job, you piece of shit.
Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, Detective. You have a message. Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler. Last known address is an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
On our way. We have an address for the runner.
Let's try and...
Man, that is like some galaxy brain level. I don't want to face the consequences of my actions. We're just gonna leave this lady broken down on the floor, huh? And a body outside. Are these uploaded to YouTube? Yeah. Yep. Like I was saying previously,
Boy really fell for that broad.
I've taken to just wholesale chopping out copywritten content.
Throw it all away for a woman?
Yeah.
Life has a way of making...
And in much higher quality. Because...
Quite the romantic, Phelps. Stick with the percentages.
Twitch has a bitrate of like 6 megabit. YouTube has like 30.
Talking from experience.
I certainly am.
And I can upload in 1440p, which is pretty cool.
As long as they're in their place and doing what they're told.
Uh-huh. Good old Roy. Roy never touched a boob, whatever his last name is. Wow, it's just right across the street, huh? Roy has never kissed a girl when she wasn't wincing. Alright, Willie.
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this. The kids around here say he plays the harmonica.
Find a game well and have the commander set up a dragnet. We want the area closed off. We'll take this out of the street.
Some random horns.
A harmonica playing wrestler. That's a weird one. Think he knits as well?
Keep your eyes open and your mouth shut.
Oh my god. A little on the nose, isn't it?
Wilson Reed!
How'd you do that? Thank you for,
Give yourself up!
Thanks for gifting a sub. Whoa! He just, like, blows real hard and a bullet fires out of his... out of his harmonica. Oh, wait. Did we play Smash Ultimate? Yeah, we did a drunk gameplay for Smash. Or not. Thanks for letting me go first this time. Catch another board to the face. I'm gonna miss you hosting Dude Soup and Trends. I'll still rotate in on Dude Soup. But...
Hold it.
Oh, Lord.
He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings. There he is. Waste the son of a bitch.
I mean, really?
Son of a bitch really picked a spot for it up here, didn't he?
What a strange finale.
Are flying in from New York tomorrow to claim the body. I saw her on the slab. So perfect. Looked like she was made of porcelain. She really made an impression on me.
Well, you had that impact on a lot of men.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today. Roy, I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Yeah, Roy pay for one?
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
Fuck off, Roy. God. Huh. That was a fun case. I am not going to get a good rank. I wrecked a lot of vehicles. Alright. I think that's going to be it for tonight. Man, that was a longer case than I thought. I have no idea what Steph is watching, but I'm curious to go find out. Meritorious! Earned all 3 of them stars. Yeah, sorry, Special Joe. Sneak peek on the next case? Nah. Goes from Resident Evil 2? Yeah, probably. That was a DLC case. Makes sense it was long. Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't know what the DLC cases are. I'm just kind of playing them all through. But yeah, thanks for watching. Should be back to normal stream tomorrow, I think. Going to a concert on Saturday. So yeah, should be able to get some stuff in. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.
Is your friends. You take scissors and you cut horizontally like so. Now it looks like you have 2 strings. Put this in the palm of your hand. Take one end here and one end here like so. Then tug at the ends. Like this. Tug on this end. Blow on it. And say some magical words like abracadabra or something. And the big finish. Ta-da!
Neil, this is Houston, over. Okay, Houston, I'm on the porch. Roger, Neil. Okay, stand by, Neil. Columbia, this is Houston, 1 minute, 30 seconds, LOS, all systems go, over.
Neil Armstrong on the porch at 109 hours, 19 minutes, 16 seconds.
1 small step for man. 1 giant leap for mankind.
Hi, my name is Carla Shaw. You can stop at 5 or 6 stores or just one. I don't need friends, they disappoint me.
Hi, I'm Todd LaRue. You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. I feel like a deer in the headlights of love.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming. You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one.
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. Can I ask you kind of a weird question?
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. I am the queen of the universe. The waves part, and they engulf me, and the water is warm.
Or just one. I can see the Statue of Liberty from here.
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. I can't stand it when she touches me.
People say that time heals all wounds.
Wow, too much of a girl.
MTV keeps you plugged in.
You witnessed their vulgar display of power. Now go far beyond driven with Pantera at MTV's Headbangers Ball. Enter MTV's Headbangers Ball Commit Panterism contest for the chance to live the Pantera experience twice and live to talk about it. First, MTV will fly one winner and their guest to Dallas to join Ricky Rackman and the Headbanger crew to celebrate Pantera's new release, Far Beyond Driven. Win, and you'll become Pantera's personal guest for a tour of their hometown haunts, all captured by the Headbangers Ball cameras.
See where it all began.
Dinners included. Wrap your lips around a genuine Texas barbecue and prepare to sample the mayhem of the midnight in-store appearance to promote Far Beyond Driven. Then it's on to Los Angeles aboard Pantera's private jet for some more of the same.
Hey, maybe we'll even let you land the plane.
Just when you get settled back in your life, MTV flies you to the first stop on the Far Beyond Driven tour. To enter, send your name, age, address, and phone number to MTV's Headbangers Ball Commit Panterism contest, P.O. Box 899, Radio City Station, New York, New York 10101. MTV's Headbangers Ball Commit Panterism contest, the ultimate trip for the die-hard fan. Give in, plug in.
There have been